Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Josh Crypto back with another banging video today. So what we're going to be looking at is the recent news about OpenSea integrating Solana projects and NFTs into their platform. We'll also look at some projects that you should get in on now before they migrate to OpenSea, and then also having a little look at the market and what's happening there. So yeah, let's jump straight into the video and get started. Alright, so before we jump into the news of OpenSea and Solana, we need to take a look at the daily volumes, kind of help see what the market is doing this past month. So as you guys know, back in January we were quite bullish. There was a lot of volume being traded, and then we saw over February that little decline in volume, constantly going down. And what we're seeing now in the past month, we've seen steady incline starting to lead towards a bearish market. So there's going to be a lot of volume starting to be traded in NFTs that will perform. So make sure you're picking up those projects that you want. As always, this isn't financial advice, it's just how I'm looking at what everything is doing in the NFT space. Do your own research, and yeah, this is just for entertainment purposes. But yeah, let's jump into the news on OpenSea integrating Solana so we can start to find some projects that might be good to get in on early before they migrate over. Alright, so here's the big news. OpenSea set to integrate Solana in April. This is huge for the space. Obviously, there's a lot of good projects on Solana at the moment, and they're just not getting the eyes and traction that they need because of the marketplace. It's just like having a restaurant. It's, I can't remember who said this, there was an analogy. But if you've got the most amazing restaurant and it's hidden down an alleyway, you're not going to convert and get those sales. So making sure it's on the right marketplace is always key to a project pumping. And so I've picked out a few projects that I think will do well when they come over onto OpenSea and integrate. But yeah, let's jump and look at this video real quick that OpenSea put out yesterday. So yeah, that's going to be huge for the space. So make sure you're trying to find these projects and researching some. There's a lot of talk on Twitter already about what's coming. So yeah, just keep an eye out for that. But with that being said, let's jump in and let me show you guys a few projects that I think will perform when they migrate with OpenSea. So for me, I've never actually traded Solana NFTs. I will be looking at grabbing a couple of these ones from these projects that I'm going to show you. This first one is Drippies. It's a 5,555 collection. Dope art. It looks so sick. They're just so cute and cool. So like that's going to perform well. They have 10k on the Discord, and they have a pretty sweet team. So the team's all docs. And then if we jump down here to the roadmap, utility. This is key in projects now for sure. So they offer workshops, they do 3D animations, music production, Web3 education, 3D modeling, blockchain development, digital illustrations. Then they also do physical and digital goodies that you get airdropped or posted and stuff. Then they're also going to be introducing their metaverse phase in phase 2. They'll be trying to integrate into there. And then they have Drippyverse Collective, which will be helping up and coming artists, musicians, producers, fashion designers. And yeah, you own the IP of your Drippy. So if we jump over to Magic Eden, we can see that they've been trading at a floor price of 3.19. And yeah, it looks pretty sweet. I see this project doing a little pump when it moves over to OpenSea, just because of how dope the art is, and it's got actual nice utility and a good team behind them with good background and previous experience. So yeah, that's one to keep an eye on. This is just what I'm looking at, not financial advice. Do your own research on these projects. But yeah, with that being said, let's jump into the next project. So this next one is Solana Monkey Rejects. Pretty sweet. They've got this video here. OpenSea cross Solana Monkey Rejects. Awesome. So there's that announcement. I don't know if these are official announcements or if these projects are just doing it, but it's key to look out for this. So make sure you're looking into these projects. If you jump on Magic Eden, they're trading at a floor price of 4.8. So yeah, I feel like all these projects will have a pump once they migrate to OpenSea, and they get a lot more eyes from people that aren't aware of this migration. So just make sure you have a look at these projects, see what you want to do. And make your own decisions. So this next one is Solana Money Boys. They did a Twitter post saying they're doing the crossover with OpenSea, so we'll see what happens there. I don't know if those are official tweets or not, but we'll see what happens. If we jump on into their Twitter, they have 25,000 on Twitter, which is huge for a Solana project. I believe. I haven't really seen much about it. The artwork's kind of funky. It's got little superlative vibes to it, so yeah, it's like kind of cool. I can see it doing well in OpenSea. And then it's a 4,444 supply, so low supply, which is kind of cool. Again, on Magic Eden, we can take a look at the project and see how it's doing. So this one is actually performing really well. It's got a floor price of 18 Solana, so if you can or want to, go pick one of these up. I feel like it's going to pump as well when it migrates to OpenSea, so just keep an eye out on all of these. Do what you want. Make sure you're doing your research. Alright, so this next project is Undead Apes 3K. Pretty sweet project. I jumped into their Discord and had a look at it all. Their ecosystem is great. They have their own DAO, they have their coin that you earn. It's called Bones, and you earn it for staking your NFT or something like that, and then getting rewarded. So they also did the post of a OpenSea across their project collab kind of thing. I'm not too sure about that, if it's official, but obviously they're going to be on OpenSea, so just keep an eye on these guys. It's a 2,500 collection, so small supply, which is sweet again. And then if we jump onto Magic Eden, we can see that they're trading around a floor price of 3.3 Sol. I was looking at this project yesterday and they were trading at a 2.01 Sol price, so it's already gone up 1 Sol in a day. So just keep an eye on this, and if you want to, do your research into it and maybe pick a couple up or do what you want. This is not a financial advice. Do your own research on these. I haven't done a lot of looking into these projects, but I just want to put them on your guys' radar so you're aware of what's happening, and maybe just start you searching into some of these projects. Sweet as, take a look into those Solana projects that I showed you and try find some more. Jump into my Discord, share those Solana projects with me. I would love to have a look at them, and I'm sure everyone else in the Discord would like to look into those. Yeah, just make sure you're doing your own research into these projects and anything that I show. If this video offered any help, please drop a subscribe and a like. It's super helpful for me and for anyone else in the NFT community. It pushes my videos to them so they can become aware of what's happening as well. Also, I want to thank you all for we're at 94 subscribers. We're almost at the 100 mark. That's huge, so thank you very much. If you haven't subscribed, that'd be so good. And then also jump over to my Twitter. You're going to see these projects and everything else there first before they make it to these videos. But yeah, thank you so much for sticking around, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.